Imagine sitting at your desk at 3:17 in the afternoon. You've been working for hours. Your body is sitting upright, but your brain feels like it has quietly left the building. You find yourself rereading the same sentence 3 times, or opening your phone without knowing why. Your body might be sitting perfectly still, but your nervous system is processing hundreds of signals: emails, notifications, deadlines, financial worries, shifting conversations. For most of human history, exhaustion meant you had physically exerted yourself. Today, you can deplete your energy simply by spending hours directing your attention, making decisions, and rapidly switching between unpredictable tasks. That familiar sensation of brain fog appears because your brain never receives a clean off button. You aren't necessarily lacking physical energy. Your nervous system is cognitively overloaded. The obvious biological solution to this kind of cognitive overload is to simply go to sleep. This chart plots the steep, complex wave cycles that make up a standard night of sleep. Crossing into these stages triggers a massive, coordinated biological overhaul, deploying heavy physiological machinery to regulate your memory and restore your systems on a cellular level. But you can't exactly trigger that massive physiological overhaul at 2 in the afternoon while you are trying to work, study, or take care of a child. We desperately need a practical mechanism to profoundly rest an overloaded brain without actually crossing the biological threshold into unconscious sleep. This practice has recently gained intense traction in modern productivity circles under the name non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR, a term helped popularized by Stanford neuroscientist Andrew Huberman, but the practice itself isn't a modern Silicon Valley invention. It is deeply rooted in Indian traditions that have practiced something remarkably similar for centuries called Yoga Nidra, which translates to yogic sleep. The physical instructions ask you to lie down, remain completely still, and systematically move your attention through different parts of your body. You deliberately hold your mind in a territory where you are not quite asleep, but not fully awake either. The reason this works relies on a strict biological limitation. Your brain's attention is a strictly finite resource. If we look at a visual model of how this attention works, you can see how focusing inward acts as a bottleneck. A massive, chaotic cluster of external data is blocked out, allowing only a single, smooth line of internal attention to pass through. There is no magic or trickery involved here. It is an input inversion. By severely restricting your sensory environment and focusing entirely on internal physical sensations, you force your nervous system to shift away from high alert and settle back into a calm baseline. You might have seen the viral internet headlines claiming that 20 minutes of this practice is biologically equivalent to 2 hours of sleep. That is biologically inaccurate. The human body does not operate on a simple mathematical conversion chart. This comparison shows the distinction clearly. On the left, we see the extreme peaks and valleys of a full sleep cycle, which handles deep cellular repair. On the right, this much flatter, gently sloping line represents the targeted, limited scope of nervous system regulation during waking rest. Think of it like pulling a running car over into a quiet parking space. Resting for 20 minutes allows the engine to cool down, but sitting in a parking lot does not replace the necessity of an overnight overhaul. Recent 2026 systematic reviews of Yoga Nidra show promising signals for reducing stress and anxiety. However, researchers point out that methodological limitations in these studies mean the data should be viewed cautiously. While conscious rest cannot biologically replace sleep, it is a scientifically grounded, highly effective intervention to rapidly regulate a stressed nervous system during the day. Modern productivity culture has developed a very specific, stressful response to exhaustion. The answer is almost always to add something new. Wake up earlier, optimize your supplements, track your sleep metrics, and measure your heart rate. But eventually, that relentless drive for optimization backfires. It mutates into just another source of cognitive load and anxiety for your brain to process. Deep rest operates on the exact opposite philosophy. It is built entirely on the principle of deliberate subtraction rather than addition. When you lie down and scan your body, you step into an environment with zero expectations. There are no notifications, no data to process, and absolutely nothing to perform. In a culture obsessed with doing more and pushing harder, the most scientifically effective strategy for cognitive recovery might simply be granting your brain permission to do absolutely nothing.